assembly elections have thrown some surprising results. It was expected to be a close contest in almost 3 of the 5 states overall, but it is BJP that has taken a huge lead in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So we are here to decode what is going on in terms of this 4 state elections. Joining me here is Kavitha Muralidharan, senior journalist, and my colleague. Kavitha, let's begin by talking about Madhya Pradesh. So Congress went for the Hindutva strategy, which is from BJP's books. Did they err in doing that?
I think so, because BJP is doing something to perfection. BJP has perfected the art of using Hindutva card for reaping political benefits. And if you're going to kind of copy BJP and try to do the same thing, albeit not in a as perfect way as the BJP does, you're definitely going to lose by doing so. I think Congress must have adopted a different strategy, not take Hindutva, because BJP is already doing it. BJP is very successful in using the Hindutva card. So there is no point in using the same strategy and hoping to win the BJP. That's very clear, and I think Madhya Pradesh elections have again proved made it as clear as possible. So I think the Congress definitely did a mistake in trying to peddle soft Hindutva, hard Hindutva, whatever, hoping to kind of reap the benefits gained by the BJP over a period of time. It doesn't work at all.
Right. And one more point I wanted to touch upon was the caste census push.
Yes.
Now there was so much talks about the caste census push by the Congress and to gain the OBC votes, and that seems to have not happened as well, be it in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, the 2 states where they are clearly losing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Okay, the entire caste census things comes after Bihar released the caste census, and Rahul Gandhi promises that if Congress comes to power, we'll also do caste census. In Madhya Pradesh, I think more than 45% OBC people are there. So the Congress was apparently hoping to gain some benefits from focusing on caste census, but it's clear that it's not happening. BJP's campaign that caste census is polarizing, it's dividing people. Apparently, I think it's kind of won the currency. And another thing is BJP in the Hindi heartland. Madhya Pradesh is a very, very, very intense Hindi heartland, where I think Hindutva is still a very dominant factor. Like we did an interview with Kafil Khan some time ago for TheFederal, and before the interview, when he was telling us how in Madhya Pradesh there are posters of Narendra Modi bringing out Ram as a kid. Ram is shown as a kid, and Narendra Modi is seen as someone, the larger than life image is seen bringing out the child and leading him into a temple. Those kind of posters it has an impact in Hindi heartland. So it's very clear that Hindutva card of the BJP has helped the party again in Madhya Pradesh. And anyway, in Madhya Pradesh, party has been in power from 2005. So it's like very evident that they are very strong there, and they are not losing a bit there at all.
Right. Let's move on to Rajasthan, one more state before we move on to Telangana. Let's talk about Rajasthan, one more state where the Congress is losing, and here they are a party in power in that state. And why do you think has happened? Is it Gehlot who failed, or is it his unpopular MLAs who have failed?
Like we interviewed Shashikant Sendil for TheFederal before the elections, before the candidates were finalized. So Shashikant made a very important point. He said Gehlot doesn't face any anti-incumbency at all. He is very popular there, but there are other MLAs and ministers who face strong anti-incumbency factors, and a lot depends on candidate selection. So I think despite being a very popular chief minister, despite kind of doling out all the populist measures, he is not able to win. 2 reasons. One, I think traditionally Rajasthan is known to not returning the same government. So that tradition is held. 2, I think there are various problems that kind of plague the Congress. Even Narendra Modi during his campaign, he kind of spoke about Sachin Pilot's community and said, Sachin Pilot is being not treated properly in Congress. So there are many other factors of other people, other leaders who were not as popular as Ashok Gehlot and contributed to this failure of Congress.
Right. And another point is be it in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, the BJP kind of sidelined its big local
Big
leaders.
leaders, yes,
So
it did.
the fact that they are winning right now could be attributed to the Modi factor, like they say, or is it the Congress who is lost?
So BJP is doing this everywhere. I think they follow this policy of one nation, one leader, and they wanted to project Modi as the leader of the entire India and all the states too. So it's not new that the BJP is doing it, but this time even strong leaders like Vasundhara Raje, they were not projected as a chief minister's candidate, but you've never known BJP doing it. Even in Gujarat, after Narendra Modi, you don't remember one Gujarat chief minister's name because it keeps changing. So that's BJP's strategy. Congress, on the other hand, they chose to back their local leaders. They chose to promote their local leaders, to put them in the front. In Telangana, it worked. I don't think it kind of took a backseat in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, but I think Congress as a whole did many mistakes, and that led to these defeats. I don't think it's because of the single leader or local leaders kind of issue, but I think it's collective. It's a collective impact of many mistakes that Congress has done over a period of time. So as I said, the BJP starts to think of next election right from the time it wins or loses the first election. So if they are doing it, if they won two states today, they'll start thinking about 2024 immediately. They're not, they're not resting, they're not celebrating this or savoring this victory. They want to immediately start their work towards next election. But Congress and other parties in the opposition, they're not spending so much time on elections except when elections are really around. Even at that time, Madhya Pradesh, I got to know from my friends, like last few weeks they were not really active. So even if there is an election in place, there are times when Congress is very laid back in its approach. So basically the approach decides a lot of things.
Right. It's interesting you use the word laid back for Congress. So is it time that they wake up?
They have to. And if they are keen to win 2024 election, I think this is a warning bill, this is an alarm bill. They should kind of introspect, see what's gone wrong and correct the mistakes without, even in the India Alliance, you've now called for India Alliance meeting on December 6th. I think they should have done it even before, strategize better in terms of being an alliance, keeping it cohesive. They've not done it. And the fissures in India Alliance were very evident. Like
perhaps they were waiting for the election results. Congress might have been hoping.
BJP doesn't do that. BJP doesn't wait for election results. They are very proactive.
Right.
What the opposition does is they react. They don't act. Yeah. So that's the basic difference. And unless you start acting, you can't hope to win an election in a country like India, which is diverse, which has different problems everywhere.
Could be. And so, how do you think this election result, now that the next India Alliance meeting is happening, how do you think the equation could change? Because so far, no party, even the Congress, has maintained that they care about the alliance and defeating BJP in 2024, and not so much about their own prime ministerial aspirations, so to say. And so, how do you think now Congress is definitely they were playing down their prime ministerial ambitions, but now do you think the equation changes altogether? Like, does their bargaining power go down in certain states, be it Tamil Nadu, for example?
It's likely to go down, but I don't know. Tamil Nadu, I think it will be almost the same. I don't see any change. Each state is different. Each state has its own, a different kind of characters. So I won't exactly speculate what will happen in Tamil Nadu, but I think as a whole, Congress's bargaining power to become the chief minister or whatever will definitely come down after this. I think it's a very bad show in both Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, where they were hoping to win. So basically, I think Congress's bargaining power will come down. But if they are serious about facing the 2024 election, they should kind of put more focus on keeping the coalition together and keeping it together in every way possible, even if it means giving up on certain aspects, and work hard towards 2024. Otherwise, you are losing. Like, from what we learned today is that 2024 is not going to be as easy for the Congress as it was made out to.
Right. Let's move on to Telangana, a state where Congress is winning and the sitting chief minister is losing, BRS party, and do you think is it because it has something to do with KCR's connection with the BJP, the BRS party's connection with the BJP? Did people not fall for the BRS moving away from the BJP? Did they not buy it?
It's quite possible that the people have not bought it. I think we should wait for complete results to come out. I mean, even the nuances of what's happening where, what the kind of margins and all. But it's quite possible that people rejected the idea that BRS and BJP were not in alliance. They were like flip-flops and different kind of games happening. Also, Chandrasekhar Rao was trying for a national role, which I don't know. If you go by the results, people were clearly not very happy with it.
So, I was going to come to that because KCR is someone who is known for the Telangana movement. He's known as someone who led the Telangana movement, and for him to actually venture into national politics and rename TRS to BRS, and did he time it wrong?
It could be wrongly timed, because see, even in Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot also played this regional pride card. So even Congress leaders were wherever possible, they tried to play this regional local pride card. So for for someone like KCR to not do it, especially after being known as, he calls himself as the father of the state, to kind of try and get a national level role for him, it might be very ill-timed.
Right. And I would like to ask you something. Should Edappadi Palaniswamy be taking notes from KCR? Will people buy, his breakup with BJP? Because when Jayalalitha was there, her stature as a leader is different. No disrespect to Edappadi Palaniswamy, he's held things together. There is no doubt about it. But should Edappadi Palaniswamy be taking notes from KCR?
I definitely guess so. Like you pointed out, when Jayalalitha was there, she was a dominant, ADMK was a dominant partner in the alliance with the BJP. It was always on her terms. But as soon as she died, Edappadi immediately aligned with the BJP, which went against what Jayalalitha last spoke or last said in her campaigns. Now he says there is no alliance with the BJP, but he refuses to kind of take BJP heads on. He is not too critical of the BJP. He is not very, his stand on the government issue is not, it's not very convincing for people who think that he's actually, he's not really split from the BJP. So I think Edappadi needs to take this cue and maybe assert himself more. Otherwise people, I think they will definitely have doubts on whether this breakup is real or whether it's, as many people, as especially the DMK leaders say, it's farce, it's a drama. Whether people will definitely have doubts about it.
Right. Thank you for your time, Kavitha. Stay tuned with us for more updates on the elections, and we'll go live again soon. Thank you.